Everyone's panicking about AI taking sales jobs. ChatGPT is going to replace closers. AI will make setters obsolete. We're all doomed. Last year, I closed over 3.4 million in high ticket sales. And now, this year in 2026, I'm using AI to close faster, smarter, and with less effort than ever before. So today, I'm going to show you exactly how to leverage AI to make more money with less effort. While everyone else is spiraling in fear, you're going to be getting ahead. If you don't know who I am, if it's your first time here, welcome or welcome back to Behind the Sale. My name is Princess Bonhomme, and I get to help sales reps break through their income ceilings by becoming the person people want to say yes to before you even pitch. And in my mentorship, I help students go from 5K months to 20K plus months using exactly what I'm about to share with you. So let's get into it. Look, I get why people are freaking out. AI is getting scary good at a lot of things. But here's what AI cannot do in high ticket sales. It can't read the micro expressions on a prospect's face when they're about to give objections. It can't build genuine rapport with someone who just got laid off from their job. It can't handle complex emotional objections with real empathy. It cannot make those split-second judgment calls about whether to push harder or to back off. These are things that close deals, and these are human skills. But here's what AI can do. It can handle all of the repetitive and time-consuming tasks that drain your energy and take up all your time. So research, follow-ups, note-taking, all that stuff that takes you away from what you do best, which is connecting with people and closing deals. So the winners in 2026 are the closers who use AI as a power tool, not as a replacement. So think of it like this. A carpenter doesn't get replaced by a power drill, but the carpenter using the power drill gets so much more done than the carpenter using a screwdriver. So let me break down exactly how AI can make you a more effective closer. So the first thing, before AI, prospect research meant spending 15 to 20 minutes digging through LinkedIn, company websites, and maybe even some Google searches. But now I can feed a prospect's information into AI and get a comprehensive profile within 30 seconds, which would have been really helpful when I was selling to real estate agents. With AI tools like ChatGPT, you can pull up the company's recent challenges, the recent industry trends that are affecting them, potential pain points based on their role within the company, and even conversation starters based on their recent LinkedIn posts. So here's what this looks like exactly. I paste their LinkedIn profile into ChatGPT and ask, based on this person's background, what are 3 likely business challenges they're facing and how can I position my offer to address them? AI will then give me talking points that I would have never thought of. So I show up to the call understanding their business so much better than most of the other people they've spoken to. Here's the second way you can leverage AI in your sales process to get real-time assistance on your sales call. This one is a game changer, especially for those of you guys who are newer to closing. There are AI tools that can listen to your calls in real time and suggest responses. So you know those moments where you get a complex objection, maybe it's logistical, and you're not really sure where to go, so you freeze and then you just fumble and schedule a follow-up? In those moments, AI will suggest 3 different angles to handle it. Now, I'm not saying read AI responses word for word because you're not a robot, but having that backup brain suggest options, that makes you faster and much more confident, especially when you're newer and you don't have every scenario memorized just yet. So the third way to leverage AI in your sales process to close a lot more deals and make a lot more money is in the follow-up. I used to spend hours every week writing follow-up texts and emails and personalizing them, trying to stay creative so I don't sound repetitive. And now I feed my call notes into AI and it writes personalized follow-up sequences for each prospect. So here's what I write. Based on this call summary, write a 3-email follow-up sequence that addresses their specific concerns around budget and timing. Now they're ready to go for when I need to send them. The AI will create the emails that reference specific things from your conversation, and they don't sound generic and they don't sound robotic. And while those emails are nurturing my prospects automatically, I'm on new sales calls closing new deals. So here's the 4th way you can leverage AI to close more deals. This might be the most valuable use case. AI can now analyze your call recordings and find patterns that you would have never noticed on your own. It can tell you that you lose deals when you talk for 2 minutes without asking a question, or that you have a 60% close rate when you use this phrase, but only 30% when you don't. Or even that you tend to rush through discovery on Tuesday mornings and it's costing you closes. Legit, I have a student who every Tuesday morning, he would have a more stressful morning because that's when he would take care of getting the kids ready for school and taking them to school. And then he would rush back home into his sales calls. So every Tuesday, that first call wouldn't close because he was going into it with a frantic mindset and rushing through it. So without AI, he would not have been able to detect that. The way that I use it is I upload my call recordings to AI analysis tools and get detailed feedback on everything from talk time ratio to emotional tone to which objections I handled well versus which ones I could improve on. It's like having a sales coach in your pocket reviewing every single call. All right, let's get practical and let's talk about exactly what tools I'm using. So for researching prospects in different businesses, I use ChatGPT Plus or Claude. So what I do is I feed it LinkedIn profiles, company websites, or industry reports, and I ask for their pain points, I ask for conversation starters, and angles to position my pitch based on their biggest pain points. For real-time assistance, apps like Gong or Chorus have AI features that suggest responses during your calls. There are also neuro tools like Otter AI that do real-time transcription and analysis. For follow-up, I use Claude to write email sequences and then load them into my CRM automation. This takes me about 5 minutes to set up weeks of personalized follow-up. For performance analysis, you can use Gong, Chorus, or just uploading the transcript to ChatGPT and asking it to analyze your performance. And the crazy thing is that most of these tools cost $20 per month. So if AI helps you close just one extra deal per month, it pays for itself like 100 times over. Don't quote me on that. I'm not good at math and I don't know what you sell. Moving on. Now that we've talked about how you can leverage AI to close more deals, let's talk about what not to do with AI, because there are certain things that if you use AI for it, it will actually hurt your sales. Number 1, don't let AI write your entire sales scripts. I have so many students who, once they onboard on a new offer and they show me their scripts, it is so obvious that AI wrote it that we need to rewrite the entire thing because it sounds so robotic and it's so generic. You want to use AI for ideas and for structure, but the words need to sound like you. Number 2, don't rely on AI for emotional reads. So while it can analyze text and audio patterns, it can't tell you that someone's hesitation is about fear versus actual budget concerns. You still need human intuition to gauge what specifically that person needs in the moment. Number 3, do not use AI to avoid learning the fundamentals. AI is a tool that amplifies your sales skills. So if you don't have skills, there's nothing to amplify. So first, you've got to learn the basics and then you can use AI to get better faster. Number 4, and this is so important, prospects can tell when you are relying on AI. If you're pausing every 30 seconds to read AI suggestions, if your responses sound scripted or you're clearly not present in the conversation, they will feel that. So you're better off just using AI to prepare better and follow up smarter. But when you're on the call, just focus on being human. The mindset shift that we need to make when it comes to incorporating AI is to go from AI will replace me to AI will amplify me. So think of AI as your research assistant and your follow-up helper, not your replacement. The closers who will crush it are the ones who have AI superpowers. So while other closers are afraid of the technology, you are going to master it. While they're doing research manually, you're going to do it in a matter of seconds, okay? While everyone else is overthinking their follow-up texts and emails, you are going to be automating it and personalizing all of your sequences. So here is your challenge. Pick one AI tool this week and implement it. If you're spending too much time on LinkedIn stalking your leads, then use ChatGPT to research them. If you are horrible at staying in touch with prospects who are in follow-up land, then use AI to create text and email sequences. Just pick one and start, because while everyone else is debating whether or not they're going to lose their job to AI, you're going to be using it to dominate. I am so curious to hear in the comments, what is your biggest time waster that AI can take over? And if this helps you see AI as an opportunity instead of a threat, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. I'll be dropping more sales training every week. I took a little bit of a break because your girl was burnt out, but I am back and I am so excited to serve you guys with more sales education. The AI era is here, my friends. It is time to use it and win. If you're looking for more in-depth trainings, go ahead and dive into my free school community. The link is in the description. I have a ton of free trainings in there, and I do live trainings in there with you guys every week as well. So I look forward to seeing you at the Thursday trainings. You know the drill. Like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next one.